Task 9, we're looking at question number 6. Given the following table of values for the polynomial function f of x, for which interval of length 1 is the average rate of change, the smallest number, or the smallest magnitude? So just as a reminder, this is a formula you do have to have memorized. If you need to think of this as y sub 2 minus y sub 1, you'll achieve the exact same answers. Also, these are not ordered pairs. These are intervals. These represent x value. So I'm going to start by looking up above. I can see 0 goes with 8 and 1 belongs to 12. 2 goes with 20 and 3 corresponds to 21. 4 goes to 17 and 5 corresponds to 10. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just set these up quickly. And so this is going to be my x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 1, x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. That's how I think of it. Or we could think of x sub 1, and this is going to be f of x sub 1. So the output value that corresponds to f of 1, f sub 1, and this is x sub 2 and f of x sub 2. However you want to think of it in your mind. Here we go. So I'm looking up here, and I'm going to go with 12 subtract 8 over 1 subtract 0. Now 12 subtract 8 is 4, and so 4 over 1 is equivalent to 4. And we'll do the exact same thing here. We're going to have 20 subtract 12 over 2 subtract 1, and I end up with 8 over 1, which is equivalent to 8. 21 subtract 30 over 3 subtract 2. And when I subtract here now for this particular one, let me make sure I wrote this down correctly. Let me look real quick. I have 0, 8, 1, 12, 2, 20. Oh, 2. This should have been a 20. I just see my mistake right now. This should have been a 20 and I wrote it down wrong. So this is 21 minus 20. There we go. And I get 1 over 1, which is equivalent to 1. Okay, up here, now we have a 17 minus 21 over 4 minus 3. Negative 4 over 1 is equivalent to negative 4. And we have 10 minus 17 over 5 minus 4, negative 7 over 1, which is equivalent to negative 7. So when I look at each of the intervals, I can see that this last interval, 4, 5. So this interval right here, and I'm specifically looking at those output values, produce the smallest rate of change.